So this is from the inaugural lecture at the Collège de France delivered by Michel Foucault on the 2nd of December 1970. I wish I could have slipped surreptitiously into this discourse which I must present today, and into the ones I shall have to give here, perhaps for many years to come. I should have preferred to be enveloped by speech and carried away well beyond all possible beginnings, rather than have to begin it myself. I should have preferred to become aware that a nameless voice was already speaking long before me, so that I should only have needed to join in, to continue the sentence it had started, and lodge myself, without really being noticed, in its interstices, as if it had signaled to me by pausing, for an instant, in suspense. Thus there would be no beginning, and instead of being the one from whom discourse proceeded, I should be at the mercy of its chance unfolding, a slender gap, the point of its possible disappearance. I think a good many people have a similar desire to be freed from the obligation to begin, a similar desire to be on the other side of discourse from the outset, without having to consider from the outside what might be strange, frightening, and perhaps maleficent about it. To this very common wish, the institution's reply is ironic, since it solemnizes beginnings and imposes ritualized forms on them, as if to make them more easily recognizable from a distance. Desire says, I should not like to have to enter this risky order of discourse. I should not like to be involved in its peremptoriness and decisiveness. I should like it to be all around me like a calm, deep transparence, infinitely open, where others would fit in with my expectations, and from which truth would emerge one by one. I should only have to let myself be carried within it and by it, like a happy wreck. The institution replies, you should not be afraid of beginnings. We are all here in order to show you that discourse belongs to the order of laws, that we have long been looking after its appearances, that a place has been made ready for it, a place which honors it, but disarms it, and that if discourse may sometimes have power, nevertheless it is from us and us alone. That gets it. But perhaps this institution and this desire are nothing but two contrary replies to the same anxiety. Anxiety about what discourse is in its material reality as a thing pronounced or written. Anxiety about this transitory existence which admittedly is destined to be effaced, but according to a time scale which is not ours. Anxiety at feeling beneath this activity, despite its grayness and ordinariness, powers and dangers that are hard to imagine. Anxiety at suspecting the struggles, victories, injuries, dominations, and enslavements through so many words even though usage has worn away their roughness. What, then, is so perilous in the fact that people speak and that their discourse proliferates into infinity? Where is the danger in that?